Mr. Paradise! Mr. Paradise! This is your book.
Did you buy it?
Yes.
Then it belongs to you.
A word of art is not a commodity, Mr. Paradise. It is never bought or sold. It always remains in the possession of the person who produced it. May I come in?
Yes.
You received my letters?
Yes.
All 3 of them?
Yes.
Why didn't you answer my letters, Mr. Paradise?
I have not heard the sound of Gabriel's horn.
What do you mean?
The time is not yet right for my resurrection. How did you happen to come across that little book?
Mother and I were hunting antiques in the quarter. We went into the shop on Berlin Street. There was a Chinese tea table with one leg slightly shorter than the other. The antique dealer had placed this volume under the shorter leg to balance the table. Mother bought the table. The chauffeur carried out to the car. The book was left lying there on the floor. The antique dealer kicked it out of the way without looking at it. To me, there is always something a little pathetic about this garden book. You see, I read a little myself, poems mostly. I know what it means to put your heart on a paper and have the paper lost or forgotten, or used to balance a table. I stopped over to look at it. The title had been rubbed off, the gilt lettering was gone, but I still see your name on it, Anthony Paradise. It struck my fancy, so I picked it up. I turned to the pages. Why, this is a book of poems, I said to the dealer. Is it? He said. How did you get it? Where did it come from? How long has it been lying here? Who is Mr. Anthony Paradise? The antique dealer laughed. God only knows, he said. I probably bought it up with a bunch of others a long, long time ago. It might have been stuck in a bookcase that I bought from somebody. Stuff like that don't sell. Sometimes I use it like firewood. I like to buy it, I said. How much do you want for it? He spread his arms in a great magnificent gesture and said, you can have it for nothing. The chauffeur came back to remind me that Mother was waiting, so I hurried back up, slipping the little verse volume in my pocketbook. We're not going for a little cocktail party. I'm home from college for the holidays, and life is a rout of those things. It was more than usually dull this afternoon. I don't believe in dullness. I believe in wonder, excitement, and passion. I believe in people having a great furious storms in their hearts, a great furious storm that sweeps all trivialities away like scraps of ribbons and dead leaves. I went upstairs to look at the book when I suddenly remembered when someone asked me how I liked Brian Moore for the 20th time. Would you believe it? To my infinite wonder, I found what I've been looking for exactly. A great furious storm that sweeps all trivialities away like scraps of ribbons and dead leaves. What do you think of that?
Are you referring to this book of verses?
Yes, yes, yes.
Young lady, this book was published 15, 20 years ago. Nobody remembers it now. It's completely forgotten.
I remember it. I sat up there in the powder room for heaven knows how long. I read it through and again and again. It was like bells ringing beside me. Great big solemn cathedral bells that shook me through and through. Mother came upstairs. Good gracious, she said. Everyone thought you might run away from the party. What on earth is the matter with you? Mother, I said, who is Mr. Anthony Paradise? Have you ever heard of a name named Paradise? No, she hadn't, and neither had anyone else. I went around feverishly and inquiring of bookstores and libraries and writers I know. No luck, completely unknown. Then at last I wrote a letter to the publishing firm, and in due time I received a letter saying that Mr. Anthony Paradise well last heard of living in the old French quarters of New Orleans, but that was 10 or 15 years ago, and it was feared that he might disappear altogether. Speaking of miracles, what do you think of that? Here you are, right at the tips of my finger, me one part of a town into another, 15 minutes away. At first I thought of rushing right over without any warning. The time was short, the holidays nearly over. I drove to this address that the publishers had given me and discovered that you were actual residents here and had been here for 20 years, they told me. You weren't in, so I wrote you the first letter. I got no answer. Time came to go back to school. I pretended that I was ill. I faked a bad cold to postpone my departure and wrote you 2 more letters, which you also ignored. I won't ask you why, it doesn't matter. Then I determined myself that I wouldn't be snubbed. I wouldn't let you refuse to be discovered, so here I am, Mr. Paradise, and here you are.
Here you are, and here I am. Yes, indeed. What are you intending to do about it?
Oh, don't you know, can't you guess, Mr. Paradise, I'm going to give you back to the world.
Give me back to the world?
Yes, the stupid, black, negligent word that let you slip away.
Suppose I don't want to go back. Suppose I prefer to remain in oblivion, young lady.
You can't. I won't let you. It's useless for you to resist. Don't try, Mr. Paradise. I've already set the ball in motion.
Then stop it quickly, please.
No, I've written letters to influential people around the world. I've already created a with me?
No.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to live among people that appreciate geniuses. You're going to give readings and lectures.
Readings? To whom?
Clubs, colleges, societies of poets.
Lectures? On what?
Beauty, art, poetry.
God forbid. Haven't you been reading the papers lately?
Why?
Today, the world is interested in gunpowder. Poetry cannot compete with the sound of bursting shells. These are the times for the discovery of new weapons of destruction, not for the resurrection of neglected poets. Even if I wish to be resurrected, Gabriel has not yet blown the horn. The surest and the truest way to destroy Mr.Paradise, the poet, is to exhibit Jonathan Jones, the man, or what is left of the man. Don't you see that? What a grisly spectacle I will present on a college lecture platform. Look at me. You're not blind. What do you see?
The way you look doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, it does. Maybe not you, because you're young and generous. No, the time isn't right. Keep the book. Remember my name and watch the obituary column. Someday, you will see the name of Jonathan Jones. Then come back again and look up Mr.Paradise. That will be his time when Jones is dead. Jones is a living contradiction of Paradise. Paradise won't have a chance to breathe till Jones has stopped breathing. Take my word for that and be satisfied.
Can't you Mr. Paradise now again?
No, no. It's too late. I'm too old. That is the only thing that can possibly save my reputation. Go back to school, little girl. There's an end to everything, even to supplies of gunpowder. When they're exhausted, people will start to kick again on their broken table legs for little volumes of forgotten verse. By that time, Jones will be safely out of the way. The sun will be shining in a clean blue sky. Winds will stir the grass on tops of hills. Children will begin sand on sunny beaches. The world will be warm and serene and as young as tomorrow. Then not the old, sweet, gentle voices will be distinguished once again. You will hear wind in the trees, rain on the roofs, and the songs of long-lost poets. Guns explode and destroy, and are destroyed. But these little songs, however little and unimportant they are, they keep on singing forever. They have their times of eclipse, but they rise again. The motion of life is upwards, the motion of death is down. Only the blindest of all blind fools can fail, which is going to be finally highest up. Not death, but life, my dear. Life. I defy them to stop it forever. Not with all their guns, not with all their destruction. We'll keep on singing. Someday, there all over the earth will be full of our singing. Is that your chauffeur?
Yes.
You'd better go.
Mr. Paradise?
Yes?
Maybe you're right. I'm going to do what you say. Read the book and remember your name.
And watch the obituary column.
Yes, and when the time comes, you can always depend on me.
Thank you, my dear. I shall depend on you.
I promise you, I won't fail you. Your future is safe in my hands. And now, Mr. Paradise, won't you kiss me goodbye?
No.
Why not?
No. For the same reason that I wouldn't touch a clean white tablecloth with mud all over my fingers.
Oh, goodbye, Mr.